Whew, boy, absolute bloodbath in the market today, guys, as our volume indicator nailed the market plunge. Welcome to today's trading recap. My name is Mark at DynoTrading. It is good to be with you. Today is Friday, April 19th of 2024. Happy Friday to all you guys and gals out there. And what we're going to review in today's video is just some observations and conclusions and maybe some useful insights that you guys can benefit from over my last 5 days of trading. But first, I want to say congratulations and welcome to all of my new customers and clients who onboarded our volume-based trading system. I hope it's been an absolute rush and a thrill for you as you've experienced what it's like to finally trade volume the correct way and what I call the proper way. Okay. Now what you're seeing on the screen right now is today's live price action chart of the NASDAQ. I don't know how many times I have to say this to you guys, but this symbol is on fire. Every day, man, this thing is averaging well over 1,000 ticks, or pips if you follow along in Forex, okay? And the reason that's important is because when you decide to day trade the market, then you have to find a symbol that is moving every day. You understand? Meaning a symbol that is volatile. It has a massive intraday daily range. Because in my humble opinion, trading volatility is the only way to make money. I don't know any other way to make money in the markets other than trading volatile symbols, right? Because for me, volatility equals profits. And I'm convinced that once you understand that and once you embrace that idea, you'll be able to turn around your trading literally on day one. I'm firmly convinced of that. Okay. Now here's one more thing I want to share with all you guys that actively trade every single day. All right. Whether it's futures, whether it's Forex or stocks or options, if you've been making money on the NASDAQ, then you're going to want to listen to this. All right. So take a look at my live fill right here. All right. You can see short entry 1 and 2. This was my second trade of the day after going long on the first trade of the day. Now if I zoom out a little bit and I want you guys to pay attention to this retracement right here, okay? Take a look at how deep this retracement was. You follow? Like this red candle here, which was our retracement signal to go short this market based on what the vol color band was telling us, all right? Look at how deep this pullback was, to the point where the length of this candle is significantly above the color band. All right. So one thing I think you guys should start paying attention to is how deep or how shallow is the retracement. Now, granted, you do also have to make sure that you're catching trades early in the trend cycle. And what I mean by that is this trade that I pounced on showed up very early in the length of this red vol, right? Like in the length of this red color band. So this is what I would classify as being early in the trend cycle, as opposed to maybe taking this retracement down here. Okay, yes, this is a retracement on the vol. Yes, I think that almost all retracements are going to work 80 to 90+% of the time, in my humble opinion. But just understand and appreciate that when you get a signal that's very late in the trend cycle, as opposed to being early in the trend cycle, all right, just understand that these late signals might not be as high probability as the early signals. You follow? But anyway, those are two things to be mindful of. All right. Number one, start paying attention to how deep the retracements are on the vol color band. And number two, make sure that you're catching trades and identifying setups early in the trend cycle as opposed to late in the trend cycle. And one final thing I want to share with you, a lot of you guys who actively trade the NASDAQ might find this useful. Take a look at my break even here, right? This is typically 1-to-1 for me. STP number 1 stands for short take profit number 1. This is the location in the chart where I look to reduce my risk, but also lock in profits, okay? And of course, if I show you where I actually took profits, STP number 2, that stands for short take profit number 2. This is always the money bag. This is the actual money maker on every single one of my trades, which represents the second half of my position, not the first half. I'm always counting on that second half to make me a lot of money. But what I want you guys to start maybe considering is It might not be a bad idea, guys, to be looking for longer, larger moves, because look at how much money I left on the table, right? I was able to make 200 ticks on this short, but I left another 200 ticks on the table simply because I look for a flat, 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 profit target. You understand? So what I'm saying to you guys is, if you want to milk and squeeze more ticks out of an enormous trend like we saw today, all right, like this thing just plunged for like 600 to 700 ticks, okay? What I'm saying to you is, whenever you get to break even, by the way, this is a strategy that I'm personally going to start embracing next week. All right, I'm going to try this out and let you know how it goes. But one thing you could do is, when you get to break even, all right, when you lock in profits, it might not be a bad idea to start using retracement candles as your trail. You understand? So like, instead of having the stop loss all the way back here, all right, maybe we start trailing it here, and then we move it here, and then we move it here, and then we move it here, and then here, and then here. You get what I'm saying? And then let's just see, did it keep going? Yeah. So, and then we eventually get taken out, here. Okay? That could be one way to squeeze more out of a significant trend. But also, man, I feel like maybe another way to do it would just be to increase the targets, right? Like, I used to think that 4-to-1 was very, very lucrative on the NASDAQ because it's been working out extremely well for me. But maybe this target of 4-to-1 right here is too small. Maybe we should be asking for 6-to-1 on the NASDAQ, or even 10-to-1, right? It's like, do we dare act like a bunch of greedy savages, which we have every right to do because we want to squeeze more ticks out of the market? I think that's a solid idea. I think, to me, that makes sense. And I'm personally going to try to start using this volume indicator color band to squeeze more out of my moves, especially like, maybe when it hits 4-to-1, maybe just like on the fly, like on an ad hoc basis, just move the profit target like down here or even down here, Anyway, guys, this is just an idea. Overall, what an incredible week. If this was your first week trading volume on my volume indicator, congratulations. You could not have asked for a better week to get started. This was by far one of the best trading weeks of the year. I personally had one of my best trading days of my lifetime this week. Congrats to everybody out there who crushed it using vol. It's now time to disconnect from the computer and go enjoy our profits and come back rested and refreshed on Monday next week, where we are once again going to hit it hard and smash it as we trade volume. Guys, that'll do it for this video. If you'd like to get your hands on this powerful volume indicator, then get in touch, call, text, email, whatever's convenient, and I'd be happy to hook you up with a free one-on-one demo, really show you how this volume indicator is going to supercharge your trading. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next trade.